Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekend update. Friday, January 17th. We are into the new year now. Got a couple weeks in. Starting to set our ground for this market. Starting to hear about some things buzzing up, which is good. We've had a great week here at Samson. Lots of great things going on and a lot of great things coming up next week. So let's dive right into the weekend update and talk about all the fun stuff going on. First thing, we'd like to dive into our market stats to start with. We actually have some real stats to look at here now because we're at the end of the year, kind of through the holidays, and some interesting trends I saw. I mean, showings up 17% week over week, but that's not surprising. Obviously, we get more into January, but 18.5% less showings than last year at this time, so that's not ideal. 16% less contracts, so off to a little bit slower start than last year overall in our marketplace. New listings, 915. 7.5% less than last year, but a little bit more than last week, so not surprising there. Our active inventory still, though, 5,400 active listings. That's 16% more than last year at this time. So that's kind of the indicator that we still do have a little bit more active inventory than at this point last year, which gives us a little bit more of a balanced market. Although, I've seen a lot of people online, we have half a month of inventory here, 1 month of inventory here, not enough inventory. So we have more inventory than we had last year. Still not quite enough to get to a full balanced market for sure. So in our North Central Virginia market, down 33% showings over last year, and actually down over last week. So less showings in this region for sure. Contracts almost flat from a year ago. Interesting. How can you have 33% less showings, but then 2% more contracts? I guess less stuff to see, but they're getting contracts when they're out there. So it's an interesting dynamic. And then you go down to the new listings, 29% more listings that went on the market than this year. So that's almost a third more. So 342. That's all over 100 more listings this week put on than last year at this time. So some good signs of where we're going in this market in North Central Virginia. Then that active inventory at the end, I like that one too. 12.2% more active listings right now in the market than at this year, at this time last year. All right, Baltimore Metro down 16.5% in showings over last year. So we're picking that up, only down 6% in contracts. So again, higher hit rate for those showings though, which is good news. New listings up 9%, so good. We're getting more listings on the market in this region than we were at this point last year, and 10% more active inventory. So good stuff on all those things. We'd like to see more active inventory, more listings. Let's pump some stuff out there for people to buy. Our last one there is Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle. Remember our smallest sample size, so the percentages can get thrown off a little bit quicker. 22% less showings than last year at this time. Again, that's only a couple hundred showings, so nothing too crazy about that. New contracts down 3%, so pretty much the exact same as last year. New listings down 23.5%. Again, small sample size, you're talking 25, 28 less listings than at this point last year, and 19% more inventory, so a little bit more stuff out there. But good stuff overall. So hopefully each week we're going to see these numbers hopefully climb and start to crescendo into our spring market here. Our top performers last week, our rock stars here for the second full week of January last week. Our top 5 individuals in volume. Zhi Jun Zou, great job. Darren Robertson, number 2. Hava Nachum, number 3. And Chris Lee, number 4. And Aaron Probasco, number 5. Some great names in there. Our top 5 individuals in the whole company last week in volume. Our top 5 individuals in transactions for last week. Darren Robertson, number 1. Dilyara Daminova, great job, DD. Zhi Jun Zou, number 3. And then Chris Lee, number 4. And Aaron Probasco, number 5. Same as in volume. So great job to some great realtors of ours last week. Our top teams for last week in volume. Shepherd Homes Group, Jason Shepherd and crew, number 1. As a side note, happy birthday, Jason. Today's the 17th. I saw on Facebook today. Casey Samson team, number 2 in volume. Great job, Casey and team. Number 3, Carolyn Young Homes team. Number 4, One South Realty Group down in Richmond. And then number 5, JoJo and Dana, or Dana Jackins, Stansfield Signature Real Estate. Great job, JoJo and Dana Jackins, on you guys. Top 5 in transactions for the week. Shepherd Homes Group got the double number 1 last week. Carolyn Young Homes, number 2. One South Realty Group, number 3. Casey Samson team, number 4. And Stansfield Signature Real Estate, number 5. Fantastic job to some fantastic teams here at Samson. So announcements that we had. We had a great sales meeting on Wednesday. Hopefully you're able to tune in. If not, you can go catch that replay video that's out there on the Cardinal Nest. I love when people join in live, joins the conversation. We had about 250 people in there live this week, which was great. Thank you to Adam Shively and Arturo Salemi for coming in and being guests. Love dropping great nuggets. Talked a lot about time management. Talked a lot about focusing your time on the things that yield you the most amount of action. Arturo talked a lot about leverage and leveraging the abilities of others around to make your business better. So fantastic stuff. We said yes to the address in there. Part of that was we are moving our McLean office, in case people missed that announcement. We're going to be moving it to the old Weichert building right on 123 Dolly Madison Boulevard. Used to be a Weichert office there. We're going to take it over, freshen it up, new carpet, new paint, move around some walls, and get beautiful visibility right there on 123. So we're super excited about that move. May 1 is the target on that. We are looking in Front Royal and Hagerstown seriously as well. Had some great people join there that's going to lift up those two markets for us. During the conversation, Wednesday, February 19th will be our next live sales meeting on Zoom. I'm tentatively putting this out there. So look for like the first Tuesday of the month, I believe. We're going to start doing a Maryland-only sales meeting with Kara and our brokers, really specifying on Maryland rules and stuff. So now that we've kind of conquered this Zoom thing and be able to do these great company-wide sales meetings, we're going to look to add some stuff. Now, it might be in studio, it might just be regular Zoom, but we are looking to do some more company-wide and statewide meetings together on Zoom so everybody can be a part of that conversation together. So look for some more announcements on that. We had 3 great groups join us last week, and I just felt like I had to shout them out there. Carlos and Corey Lancaster, fantastic guys. They were owners of Exit Right Realty Group for years. They decided to merge and join with us and retire from being broker managers, and we're excited to have them. They've got about 75 realtors in that group. I think almost all of them are coming over and joining our family, which is fantastic. A lot of them are going to go to the Burtonsville or Bowie or National Harbor offices, spread out a little bit between them. Carrie Shank, fantastic realtor in the Hagerstown area. Her and her team do over 100 transactions a year. They're going to join us in that Hagerstown area, and the hope is that we're going to get that office up and running here shortly for them. Patty Perez, another great agent that joined from that office as well. Matt Behringer, Justin Kennedy, and the Lifetime Client Group, fantastic group of guys that I've gotten over the last 6 months or a year. They joined us as well. Going to be primarily plugging into that Bowie office, but also looking to expand this into Annapolis and Kent Island and some stuff there. So some just great groups that joined us in the last 7 to 10 days. Want to make sure I shouted out all of them today. We made an announcement at the sales meeting, which was pretty cool. I know we said this earlier on November for year to date, but now we've got a full year of stats in there. We were number 1 in the DMV, guys. We sold more homes than any company in the whole DMV, which is phenomenal for the whole year. I believe it's 12,000. Make that a little bit bigger for me, Zach, so I don't squint like an old man. 12,959 sales just in the DMV. So I want to make sure that everybody understands that's just DMV sales. We're going to be over 19,300 transactions for our company. We'll announce those final numbers here in the next week or two. The nationwide awards don't come out until kind of early March. They collect our data in February, and then we normally see those around March 1. But for the DMV, we're number 1. We're also going to announce probably in the next week or so all the counties and all the areas we were number 1 in last year. So exciting stuff, 19,000 or 12,959 transactions just in the DMV. Now, guys, this isn't to make fun of any other brokerages, or I'm always just about what's great about us. But I do want to show some of these numbers for your reference. You see Long and Foster was close. We've passed them. In just Northern Virginia, we kind of crushed them. But in the whole DMV, we still got the number 1. We're over Long and Foster and Compass. Then there's kind of a big drop off there to Redfin, Coldwell Banker, Pearson. About triple what Pearson's numbers were, and EXP at Berkshire. And so it gets pretty kind of fun when you go down there. Now KW is just as a heads up, all those KWs together would be pretty close to us, but they are independently owned and operated. Some of those, KW Capital Properties, KW Metro Center, they are independently owned and operated companies within that brand. But if you add them all together, they'd be pretty close to us. But independently, they're all about 2,000-3,000 transactions each for the DMV. So really awesome stuff. Super proud of all you all and your hard work, and really just proud that we've gotten to this spot. I remember standing in a conference room in National Harbor 5 years ago, and we were like 7th in the DMV, and I'm looking at a bunch of realtors in Maryland. I was like, we're gonna get there, guys. We're gonna get there. And I never thought we'd be number 1. Never, like in a million years. So fantastic job by all of you, and that skyrocket, that line is just pointing up. So I'm super excited, super proud of everybody to accomplish that goal. I don't even like talking about this one, but we posted it and it's in here, so I guess I got to say it. Danny and I were honored in the Spinopal Power 200. It's supposed to be the 200 most powerful, influential, individuals in the real estate realm. It's got real estate brokers, it's got outside people, it's got lenders and title and all sorts of different, anybody in the real estate industry. So proud of that. It's really you all that did all the hard work. They got to put somebody on there for all of our hard work. So they put me and my dad up there. I talked earlier about how we're moving to McLean, so we're excited to move that. Shanita Trainum, fantastic lady. Sarah just really fell in love with Shanita, and we're excited to add her as our broker manager for our National Harbor office. So excited to make that addition to our team. A lot of you have hopefully gotten to know her a little bit recently, but just joined us back a couple weeks ago, and excited to make her our broker manager going forward for our National Harbor office. So pop in and say hello if she's in your office. We're doing a lot of lunch and learns all over, typically 3 a week. You can always go to joinsamson.com to find the nearest one. You can also set up a one-on-one meeting. Your prospective client, your colleague that you're trying to tell to join Samson, they can set up a one-on-one Zoom, phone, in person with somebody from our team as well. And remember, you do get those recruiting rewards if you invite them to Samson. So thank you for your continued support as we grow. We had 1,109 people join us last year, so super proud of that. Let's dive into these Cardinal Title Group trends here real quick. Now we got a little bit more data this week, 100 contracts in that we evaluated. West Virginia, looks like 2/3 of them were lower than list prices. Some things were sitting, and 89% of them were on longer than 22 days. So we had some people that were a little overpriced in December and early January there in West Virginia. But the higher than list price in less than 7 days, you see those blue, 11% of people got a contract quick, and 22% of people ended up above list price. In Virginia, we had 31% of people get contracts quick, and 27% of people got higher than list price. Pretty good correlation right there. 32% of people got a contract quick in Maryland, D.C. 14% were above list price. Surprised me that more of those weren't above list price. But same idea, guys. If you price it correctly, you're going to get multiple offers. You're going to get above list price typically. Mostly financing. Only a few deals in Virginia there cash, but mostly financing. Seller subsidies only on about 20-30% of our deals. Probably those ones that were very overpriced, and the buyer got to dictate terms a little bit. Looks like most people getting a financing contingency. Appraisal contingency looks like 2/3 to 90% in West Virginia and Maryland, getting that appraisal contingency in. Home inspection contingency, about 2/3 in Maryland, Virginia, D.C. Everybody in West Virginia had one, so good on you guys. Contract to close, typically we're seeing most stuff in that 16 to 30 day window. Interesting in West Virginia that a lot of them were longer than 30 days for some reason, but mostly we see them in that 16 to 30 days time frame across our footprint. The last one's most important there. 99% of contracts had the buyer agent paid as part of the deal. Only 89% were 2% or more this week, which is a little bit lower. So we had a few deals taking less than the 2% this week, which is a little bit interesting. But hopefully that trend gets back up to that 95, 97% number next week. So great trends. Those are all in your email box that you can use as well. Reminder, you can always go to Samson University. We're adding classes in there every week. All the great stuff we're doing here, we're adding a lot of great stuff into Samson University. Some upcoming classes this week. Lisa Wright's coaching a class with our Samson Plus coaching program. She's going to talk about open houses, where grit meets success. Open houses are so key, guys. If you want to get your career going, find some open houses. Casey always jokes, he's like, Sunday's game day. You want to take your time off, you find it during the week, but Sunday's game day, that's where you do your open houses, that's where your business is made. Bernie Kagan, who used to be our vice president, one of our top salespeople ever here at Samson, his first year in real estate, he was switching in careers, and he didn't have time to wait around for his career to get going. His first year, he did 52 open houses. Every single Sunday, I'm doing an open house, set up his career to launch, and he did $30 million a year for 15 years, 20 years in a row here at Samson. So I love the open houses. I love getting tips from a great pro like Lisa. So thank you. HQDUs we got coming up. National Harbor next week. Charlestown the week after that. Gainesville the week after that. And then DC NOMA. So the next 4 weeks, we're kind of all over the place. which is good stuff. We're going to start to switch up some of our schedules a little bit at these HQDUs. We're going to be a little bit more diverse. This last one at National Harbor is a similar structure to what we've seen before, but we're going to see some added guests and some new classes starting with Charlestown in 2 weeks. It says business building with Sarah. You guys are stuck with just Sarah this week, so I apologize. I'm actually going to be at Inman Connect Wednesday and Thursday in New York. Wednesday is the CEO Connect thing that I really do want to be a part of. So some great pros in that room. I love to learn from some of the best in the country and connect with them and exchange ideas. So I am going to be up in New York Wednesday and Thursday there, so I will miss you guys on Wednesday, so sorry about that. Next Thursday in the studio here, if you do commercial at all, great opportunity to talk to John Jump, one of our CoStar reps. CoStar's obviously phenomenal when it comes to commercial. They've got the latest, their finger on the heartbeat of what's going on around here. So encourage you to come in here Thursday in studio if you're a commercial agent or have interest in commercial to learn about that. Let's dive into everything going on next week and close out here. You want that weekly boost, get you started straight. Great Monday, Lynn Hamilton. Do that class there, your weekly boost. Free group coaching. We talked about the open house class with Lisa on Tuesday. Sky Slope training on Tuesday. HQDU all day at National Harbor on Wednesday. Fantastic classes. You don't have to belong to National Harbor. You just got to be able to drive there. We're going to have a Q&A in Arlington with a CPA. So breakfast provided and then a Q&A there. So that's good stuff. CoStar in our studio Thursday morning. Just talked about that. Mastermind, 0 to 2 million if you're in that category. 10 to 11 o'clock is your Zoom. Hop in there, exchange ideas with others. Learning Trails, that great class that Lynn's doing, building on itself, 1 to 2 o'clock on Thursday. Then your Mastering Marketing class she does right after that, 2:30 to 3:30. So some great opportunities to join Lynn on Thursday afternoon by Zoom. Fast Track Commercial Training Friday morning with Aladdin, 8:30 as always. Contract training next week is MR, so you're probably going to get Kim or Kara in there. Friday, 10 o'clock. Friday for financing with First Heritage on Friday. I think I said Friday like 9 times in a row there. But financing with First Heritage, 10 o'clock on Friday, and then a Sky Slope Q&A with Stephanie as well. Just want to thank you all for all your hard work and your support. Samson's grown in a phenomenal way. I'm so proud of everything. But please, if you didn't use Cardinal Title Group before, let this be the time. Let this be the year you give them a chance. Give them a chance to earn your business. Nothing is given, everything is earned. But give them that opportunity to earn it. I think we'll blow you away with our great service and great staff there. And the more you pour into Cardinal, the more we can pour into you and make 2025 an even better year. Everybody enjoy Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday. We've got the offices will all be open. We'll have some staff that are taking the day off though, so keep in mind of that. But a great day honoring one of the great Americans there in Martin Luther King Jr. So hopefully everybody's a great day there. For me, as I throw in a little perk here at the end, but I got a little crazy. I got a little jealous of everybody that went to Tampa last week and watched our Commanders win, I guess. So Meredith and I are hopping on a plane tomorrow. We're going to Detroit. We're going to be gone less than 24 hours. We're flying out, land, go to the game, fly back 7 a.m. Sunday morning. But we're going to go watch our Jaden Daniels and our Commanders and Redskins try to take out the Lions Saturday night. So if you're watching on TV, let's cheer on our boys. It's been 20 years. We've had a long time between good appearances there. And good luck to you Ravens fans as well Sunday. Big game against the Bills. I know we got a lot of Ravens fans at Samson as well. But everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you back here Monday doing lots of great stuff. Take care, and we'll see you soon.